Saying the Nintendo 64 isn't fun anymore might be the most controversial thing I have ever said on the internet. I don't just think the Nintendo 64 didn't hold up well. Certain things also didn't hold up well from that same retro era. His example is the Dreamcast controller. I used to absolutely love this controller. I thought it was amazing, the design was cool, it actually felt really good to grip in your hands. But now, compared to the modern standards of controllers, and even with its contemporaries, I don't think it was very well designed. Let's get into that. First issue is there's no dual analog sticks. This came out at a time where Sony had set the standard for having the DualShock with two sticks on the controller itself. That would make it a very difficult controller to use for games like MDK2. Now sure, if this was your only option back in the day, you probably got used to that control scheme pretty quickly, but in general, that lack of a second stick, especially that late in console development and what was becoming the more modern standard, was kind of surprising. A lot of the games hold up well, but one of the things that makes them not hold up as much is the fact that you had to use the left and the right triggers to actually control the camera instead of the second stick that should have been there from the get-go. It still bothers me that they never included the second analog stick. I think it's because this was based pretty much on the Sega Saturn 3D controller design, and they didn't really deviate much from that. The other issue is the cord at the bottom, which doesn't seem like a big deal at first, but they knew it was a problem, so much so that they added this little divot here where you have to plug the cord up to kind of hold it where it should be. The D-pad's kind of garbage, but this analog stick is actually the standard that analog sticks now should be using, but for some reason they don't. Dreamcast games hold up surprisingly well, but I would get a Retro Fighters controller over using the original gamepad. Now that I've used the Retro Fighters one for a while, this here is really difficult to go back to. It's not the worst thing in the world, but just like the Nintendo 64, it might not be as fun or useful as you remember.